The name of my story this morning is Don't Be a Goat. Yesterday morning, Saturday morning, the Potato family went on a trip to Pittsburgh for Thanksgiving to visit Uncle Pete. And there was a lot of stuff to pack before they could leave. Good grief, said Mommy Potato. You'd think we were going away for a month. Can somebody help me get all these toys in the bag? And Polly said, sure, I will. She helped get it in the bag there. And Hammond said, oh, I'll do it later. But later didn't come. And Grandma Potato Head said, oh, for heaven's sakes, I just dropped my hearing aid battery and I can't see where it went. And Polly had noticed that it ran right under the table, so she went over and scurried under the table and got it and gave it back to Grandma. Here, Grandma, she said. And then Hammond just was sitting over here bouncing his ball, not paying. He was actually bouncing it against the wall, which he's not allowed to do. But because everyone was so busy, they weren't paying much attention to him and didn't correct him. And about then, Daddy was coming out with this big pile of stuff to carry to the car, and he had it all piled up in his arms here, and he's getting toward the door, but the door is closed, and Polly thought, well, she could run over and open the door. And it was just at the same time that Hammond's ball rolled to the door, and Hammond, without paying attention, ran to the door, and you guessed it, crash. Daddy fell down, the packages went everywhere, it was a big mess, and Daddy looked angry. Well, 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 he said to Hammond, you're acting like a goat. Go sit out on the front step. So Hammond sat out there in the cold. Now, when it was time to go, they all got into the casserole to leave on the trip. Mrs. Potato Head sat in the front seat, and of course Mr. Potato Head was the driver, and Grandma Potato Head was in the middle seat, and Polly was there with all the toys and the iPad and the books, and Hammond was in the back seat, alone, with no toys. He fussed after about 2 minutes. I don't have any toys. Give me some of your toys, Polly. Oh, no, young man, said his mommy. You don't get to beg your sister for toys when you were acting like a goat. You just sit there and stew a while. So Hammond sat and stewed. Potato stew. Which leads me to the song. Don't be a goat and get left out. Don't get cooked in a stew. Help other people all about. Be a good neighbor too. Make a new friend. Feed the poor. Share your smile. Hold the door. Don't be a goat and get left out. Don't get cooked in a stew. Yeah.